Welcome back, chemistry fans. Looked like I was a floating head there. Today, we are going to do the density lab. And in this density lab, we are going to measure the mass and the volume of a balloon and put those together, which in of itself sounds absolutely simple. But to get the volume of a balloon, if you think about it, that's kind of a little bit difficult. We could probably get the circumference and the radius of the balloon and do some geometry associated with it, but I'd prefer that we do it with some PV and RT. So let me change my camera and we're going to get started then with a different scenario here. Okay, so here we have our equation that we're going to need to use. PV equals nRT. So we will be looking for this volume. Sorry, we will be looking for this volume right here. But the problem is, how are we going to get the pressure? Well, we have a gas pressure sensor that will help us through that. So we can get the pressure in this equation. How are we going to get the temperature? Well, we have a temperature probe, which we can also get. So we have two of those, depending on what P we're going to use. And by the way, the default that this is going to use is kPa. So we'll know that that's 8.314 for the R. How are we going to get the N? Well, that's going to come back to the mole map. And so if we recall that grams convert into moles through a division process, well, we have to know what we're going to put into this balloon. Well, today, what we are going to use, hold on, let me change my camera back here. We're going to use breath. And when you breathe out, you are breathing out carbon dioxide. So I will get my balloon going there. And you'll also notice, yeah, you blow out a lot of hot air. I've heard that before. But anyway, but you're going to take that balloon and you're going to blow out their hot air into this. I'm trying to look here to see if this is the balloon where I put a hole in it. And I guess it's not. So I'm going to use a different balloon. So let me do this. I pre-poked a hole with a staple. And so that is going to allow us to have access, a point where we can put our probes into it. So I, again, do not see where I have poked my hole, and I guess that's a good thing here. Oh, no, I do see it on this one now, finally. So let me switch my cameras, and I'll show you where I've poked my teeny tiny little hole here. And so you can see, right there, I have poked a teeny tiny little hole. That's going to give us an access point where we can stick the probes, hopefully, in there and get some digital readings. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to tie this off now, my balloon, tie this off so I have captured as much gas as I am going to get into this. Oh my gosh. Of course, I can't even tie a stinking knot, so that's going to be obviously fun for us. And that's the first hurdle you have to get over. And then try not to allow all of your gas to escape. You see it. Okay. Got my gas. So now I'm holding my finger over that. I am going to, in fact, put a piece of tape around that. And so we can get a weight to start here. And then I'm also going to need to get a piece of tape to hold the balloon onto the scale. Okay, so you can see that my mass is somewhere hovering at that 3.4. Well, now it's gone up because I'm touching things. 3.42 maybe. 3.43. We'll go with 3.43 grams. Okay, so that's my mass. Okay, now we can put that into the equation, and then we could start sticking probes in here to get our temperatures and pressures. Okay, so I've got my thermometer stuck inside here, and you can notice it's a little bit warmer than it is outside. And so the temperature looks like it's about 24.7 inside the balloon. So we got stuck inside the hole there, 24 point, oh, it went up to 8. All right, 24.8. All right, so we'll take that as our temperature inside the balloon. And then next we're going to put our pressure sensor in there to see what that. Okay, so now we're going to do the exact same thing. We are going to get the hose, which is connected to the pressure sensor. And so right now it's reading the atmospheric conditions. So we're going to get it to inside the balloon again, one more time. And we're going to get the reading on the pressure inside the balloon here. So let's see what we can do. All right, now you can see that the pressure has gone up. It was about 107 was what we got on that one before I had to